Peace and blessings, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. I am back once again, as I promised. And I'm not a person who normally likes to promise, but I am here. Thank you for tuning in to the Aisha Speaks Jade podcast platform, where I am what? None other than Aisha, also known as Jade. So the topic at hand today is going to be about 4 things a lawyer wants you to know about starting a business. And this is a Makeup Live audio for Monday, December the 24th, 2018. Okay. 4 things a lawyer wants you to know about starting a business. So we're going to speak about legal tips for business owners. So many companies learn the importance of researching the legal side of business after a problem presents itself. You may sign a contract too quickly or forego a necessary insurance policy. Before you get your business too high off the ground, you should consider consulting legal counsel to help you learn what to consider when forming a business. So perhaps maybe you might want to have a pen and paper ready to jot some of these down. But if not, the replay will always be available after I'm done. So let's jump into it. So number 1, back up your partnerships with written agreements. Whether you're forming a limited liability company, which is a LLC, corporation, or general partnership, you should have a formal document everyone agrees on. Having the details of your partnership in writing is also a good business practice. Written partnership agreements can help define and manage expectations and safeguard your investment. Because we know just by word of mouth, your word is bond. Not in the business. Don't do it to yourself. That word is bond and that verbal agreement sounds good, but let something hit the fan and see what happens. Oh, you will be sued. So you should always back it up with a written agreement. Your agreement should cover the profits or losses of each party, individual responsibilities, procedures, and more. While your state may have its own default rules, and make sure whatever state that you in, please ask questions. Run your mouth in the positive way. Ask questions. Okay? That's what they get paid for. And that's what they're there for, to answer those questions for you about your business. Because again, each state may have different rules. So covering specifics as they relate to your business idea, industry, and relationship is in your best interest. It could save you from ending your business relationship in the courtroom. Number 2, stay up to date on your paperwork. That is absolutely key as well. Stay up to date on your paperwork. Make copies just in case you may misplace or lose it. Also, have a backup on your computer or laptop just in case. Have a backup. Put it on a drive or something just in case. You just never know, things happen. Getting charged with fraud is expensive and all too common in small startup businesses. Businesses have been hit with fraud just for being careless with their paperwork. Set up a filing system for your vendors, customers, employees, and more. Update it regularly and don't delegate it down the food chain. When it comes to handling your taxes, if things begin to look confusing, spend the money to have a professional review them. Paying a lawyer to defend your business against tax fraud would cost more. So please get a professional and check their references as well. Please do. They may have long titles behind their names. Check their references. Look at reviews. See where they're at. Don't just go with one. Check into several professional people because this is your business and you want to be in a good standing. So again, we spoke about back up your partnerships with written agreements and stay up to date on your paperwork. Number 3, insure yourself. All businesses should obtain insurance. Besides the fact that it's required by law, you can face financial exposure for damages or injuries occurring during the course of business. An insurance policy limits your financial exposure by shifting that risk off of yourself or your business. There are a variety of types you can purchase as well. Protect yourself against workspace accidents, natural disasters, and client issues, to name a few. It's also a credibility tool. Customers and vendors are more likely to trust you and, as a result, spend their money with you. So always insure yourself, whether you have a storefront or even if you're working at home. Do the due diligence of asking questions and doing the research. So that is insure yourself, insure your business. Anything can happen. And 4, create thorough contracts. Be very thorough in what that contract is going to say between you and the other person. Another way to insure yourself against liability is to build up protection in your contracts. Discussing the possible clauses needed in your business's contracts will reduce your need for lawyers later on. So for starters, it should include a detailed description of the services or deliverables, define payment terms, clear deadlines, and circumstances for termination of service. You can also add in clauses on confidentiality, exclusivity, subcontracting, and more. So other questions you should ask yourself early on. Will you have employees or independent contractors? These are just some examples of questions. They may or may not apply, but listen anyway. So will you have employees or independent contractors? What local employment laws should you be aware of? Should you conduct manager training? Do you need an employee handbook? Do you need vendors? What will your contracts with customers look like? Do you need confidentiality or non-complete agreements for your employees? Do you have an operating or partnership agreement? How will equity be distributed among the partners? And should you sign non-disclosure agreements if the company was to dissolve? So I hope that was useful to you as far as if you're thinking about starting a business, or perhaps you just started not too long ago and you're not too sure. This is not the time for you to keep a closed mouth, because closed mouths don't get fed. Okay. You need to ask questions because you want to make sure that your business is legally protected. And also make sure that when you start a business, make sure you pick the correct business that you're going to be. whether it's a LLC, a corporation, solo, general partnership. Make sure you ask those questions. So whatever state that you're in, go to that office or look on their website or call them if you can, but it's pretty hard sometimes to reach them by phone. So if you can email or if you can go in person, go in person and let them know what type of business that you want to start. They will, I'm sure, would be more than happy to break it down on what the business is, for each business, how much it costs, what it entails, and which one could be, they can't tell you which one to pick, but they can certainly tell you what's the different forms of business, and then you're going to have to make a smart choice. Protect yourself. If you're in business with someone, make sure that both you and that partner that you guys are protected. Make sure that your business is protected, because you don't want to be you don't want to be in a courtroom and somebody suing you. And it's all, a lot of times, being still, fairly new business owner and still growing and learning, one of the biggest things why businesses fail is because they're not money savvy, or their paperwork was not together. Please just don't go on a handshake. We not there no more. We not in them times no more. Don't go on a handshake. Everything needs to be in black and white to protect yourself. And yes, definitely protect yourself with the insurance. That was a light bulb that went off for me with the business that I'm co-business partner in. Get insurance. Even if it's for right now, if you can't afford, but just maybe general liability until you can move up and get different insurance. Get some type of insurance that can cover you. So I hope that was useful, guys. Thank you as always so much. I want to invite you to my social media platforms, which is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel. You can find me on all of them under Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel, which please go to, subscribe, hit that thumbnail, hit that notification bell for all updates, like and or join my other social media platforms. If you are interested, 2019, I want to start having guests. I already have one guest lined up. I'm really looking forward to that. It's been a long time coming, but it's all good. Things happen and you move forward. So I'm looking forward to that. But if you have your own business, whether it's small or large, medium size, it doesn't matter. You're an artist or you're just a business owner or entrepreneur. If you're an advocate or activist and you want your voice to be heard about something that you're passionate about, certainly, reach out to me through Aisha Speaks Jade on my Facebook or any of the other social medias that I have. And we can start doing this, filling each other out, seeing if we're a good fit, and just take it from there. So also remember, there are now 3 new toolkits for you guys to have for 2018 moving forward into 2019. The spiritual toolkit box, if you want to create that, a self-care toolkit box, and a communications toolkit box. So you can start that now. You don't need to say, oh, let me wait till after New Year's and I'll do it. No, there's still a few days left in 2018. Start it for yourself. Start it so that when you have good days, you can go in there and congratulate yourself. When you're going through some challenges, you can go in your toolkit boxes and it can help you. It's yours. Create it yourself. Don't get anybody else's opinions. It's yours, because people may not be where you're at. And again, it's yours. So why ask somebody else for something that is what you're creating for yourself? Take care of the crown, the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Remember to always love on yourself and respect yourself. It starts with you. Work on yourself, starting from the inside and working your way on the outside. Create your happiness and create your greatness. I hope that you have an awesome 2018 moving forward into 2019, excuse me. Be the best self that you can be, the best version of you. When you wake up in the morning, finally, be appreciative and grateful and thankful because somebody didn't wake up or someone is not fortunate to have a roof over their head. So, with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day. I say ashe and namaste.